to Charlotte, North Carolina. And when one thinks of North Carolina, they might think of motorsports, certainly NASCAR. Charlottians are famous for their love of sports of speed, and that's exactly what they're going to get tonight. Only tonight, it's going to be hand speed. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Adams alongside the champ, James Bone Crusher Smith. It is Night of Champions here at Carolina Brawl.
Bone Crusher, check this out. Joseph McDonald meets Malik Ice Time Hawkins in a welterweight matchup. Eric Kitt faces Marcus Goose Jackson at junior middleweight, and headlining tonight, 11-3 Eli E. Lightning Addison fights undefeated welterweight Miguel Cruz. It's Night of Champions on UFA. Let's hit it!
Charlotte, North Carolina, make some noise! This is CarolinaBrawl3 Night of Champions. This opening bout, fight fans, is 4 rounds or less in the junior middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man weighed in officially at 154 pounds and is making his pro debut. And is from Concord, North Carolina, Joseph, the Average Joe McDonald. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This young man weighed in officially at 148 pounds. His professional record is 1 win, no defeats. That win coming by way of the knockout. From Baltimore, Maryland, Malik, the Iceman. It's freezer time, Hawkins! Your man in charge when the referee starts is Bill Clancy.
All right, General, we're scheduled for 4 rounds. Went through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times, gentlemen. You must obey my commands. Now, your trunks are high, so everything from right on this line up is good. Right here at the very top, I'll accept punches. Let's touch those now. Good luck. God bless.
Our next fight is in the junior middleweight division. Joseph McDonald squaring off against Malik Hawkins. McDonald fighting out of the blue corner. Hawkins fighting out of the red. Hawkins in the red trimmed trunks, and McDonald in the black trunks with red stripes. Here we go, round 1 underway. Hawkins, the taller of the two. McDonald looking to get past that long reach. Oh, beautiful combination there. Oh, the big right. I didn't see anything touch the canvas though there. Already early here, Bone Crusher.
Need to settle down a little bit.
Wow. Wow, Hawkins already bringing it to McDonald. The left, the right combination. The uppercut to the chin.
A solid shot to the chin.
Jay Adams alongside the champ, James Bone Crusher Smith. Great fights in store for us here in Charlotte.
It's going to be early knockout.
Combination there to the body. And that is over. This fight is over. The body shot there.
Yeah, quite a difference in experience. He lead to early knockout.
The early KO for Malik Hawkins, who now moves to 2-0. He is undefeated as a pro, and he's 92-8 as an amateur. So you're right about the experience there, Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
So the body shot for Malik Hawkins. It's freezer time for sure. Just 19 years old. Hot prospect here in the Carolinas.
Yeah, very good.
At 1 minute, 10 seconds of the very first round, your referee, Bill Clancy, has put a stop to the bout, and your winner by technical knockout, fighting out of the red corner, Malik, the Iceman, Hawkins.
So the Iceman moves to 3-0 as a pro. Malik told me this sport has saved his life. It saved him from a life on the streets. And Joseph McDonald, he was game, but he'll have to go back to the drawing board. Coming up next on Night of Champions, it's Florida versus Georgia as undefeated Eric Kitt faces Marcus Goose Jackson in a junior middleweight affair.
That's right, fight fans. The action continues in the junior middleweight division. This is 4 rounds or less. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man weighed in officially at 151 pounds. His professional record is 2 wins, 13 defeats. From Atlanta, Georgia, Marcus "Goose" Jackson. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This young man weighed in officially at 155 pounds and has a perfect record of 4 wins, no defeats, 2 by knockout, and comes to us from Pensacola, Florida, Eric "Tin Man" Kidd. Your referee in charge when the action starts, Ronnie Jessup.
All right, gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Trunks are good. Trunks are good. Touch them up. Good. Get back.
All right, an interesting stare down there from the Goose, Marcus Jackson. Kind of a mobile, moving stare down from the Goose. The Goose in red and white trunks with red and white trim. And Eric Kidd in the white Tin Man trunks. This fight scheduled, I believe, for 3 3-minute rounds. Here we go. This in the junior middleweight division. Nice left jab there from Kidd. Kidd circling to his left. The hook lead in from the Goose. Goose trying to find his rhythm here. Kidd, the taller of the two, substantially bigger too. Goose at 5'10", Eric Kidd at 6'1". Oh, nice work in the clinch there from Goose. I think that Kidd probably rehydrates 5 to 10 pounds heavier than Goose. Just a bigger dude. Bigger in the shoulders. And as we said earlier, that 3-inch height advantage. Timing his left there. Goose dancing backwards. Now pumps that left jab out. Oh, nice left there. There's the right from Goose. Goose said to keep an eye on my overhand right. He's got a power punch. Goose at 2-13 versus Eric Kidd's undefeated 4-0 record. Kidd also is sporting a 10-2 AMI record. Oh, there's that overhand right again. Kidd's walking into that. He's got to get that left hand up. And already a cut opened over the left eye of Kidd. Have to keep an eye on that. That could be trouble. That is not a good place for a cut. And you hear Goose's corner telling him to go for that eye, work that eye, open up that cut even worse. There's that overhand right, but this time he was a little bit outside. Wanted to step in a little bit more for that overhand right. Kidd taking the center of the ring though. Kidd trying to establish some dominance here with that left jab, pumping it out. And this time he punished Goose for the overhand right, caught him coming in. 10 seconds to go in the opener here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Carolina Brawl, Night of Champions later on tonight. None other than Roy Jones Jr. stepping into the ring. Let's see if we can get a look at that cut. There you see the Goose. I'm sure his corner happy with his work, especially with that right hand. That right hand found his mark several times here in the first round. And that is the back of the Goose. I don't know if we can get a look at that eye or not. There we go. That's the Goose. When we have a chance, let's take a look at that eye. It is time for the second round here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Here we go. A good first round for the Goose. Marcus Jackson opening up a cut over the left eye of Eric Kitt. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. Need that first round to Goose based on that damage.
Solid body shot.
And now you can see Eric Kitt starting to take advantage of that size difference, Bone Crusher. He's much bigger of the two fighters.
Yeah.
3 or 4 inches taller than the Goose, and just bigger across the shoulders, just a bigger dude. And he's starting to really toss the Goose around now, starting to ragdoll him. Getting busy. Good clinch work. Now he's doing some good body work from Kitt. Going downstairs, then upstairs, mixing it up nice. Nice uppercut there. Well, obviously the coaching that Eric Kitt got in between rounds, Kenneth Davis over there, was very good adjustment. Because Kitt was letting Goose walk him down and was not taking advantage of his size. Now you can see him pressing the action, and that is making the difference. Goose is not fighting well backwards.
You don't have nothing to take, man. Let's go. Hey, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, a bit of a low blow there, but the referee didn't see it. And then Goose seems okay. 10 seconds to go here in the second round. This was all Kitt. I think Kitt is now tied up this fight. On my unofficial scorecard, I got a 19-19.
Round 3 next.
anybody's fight here.
Yeah, it's a toss-up, and so whoever step on the gas this round, I think this could be the determining round right here.
You are hearing the corner of Marcus Goose Jackson, Coach G over there, imploring the Goose to step it up, take a deep breath, and to wake up. He did not like what he saw in that second round, Bone Crusher.
Yeah, those guys from Wilson, North Carolina, I know those guys.
That is one unhappy coach. Round three. Let's see if the Coach G's style gets to Goose. Oh, nice left on the break there from the Goose. Steps into that right, and then he comes up with the left. Good inside work there from the Goose, up in his game. I like that right hand.
Yeah, he's trying to time him with that right hand.
Really anybody's round here, as you see both combatants trying to dig down, get a little more into the gas tank. That I love how the Goose is timing that right hand, Bone Crusher.
Yes, yes, he's trying to time him, catch him. Look like the Goose might be getting the second win.
His coach sure wants him to. The Goose originally out of Decatur, Georgia. He said he's got the best left hook. He said, you keep an eye on my left hook. Believes in good sportsmanship. Is a religious fellow. He has no ill will towards Kit. But Kit is standing in the way of what he wants tonight, and that is a win. He's going to do what he has to do to take him out of there. Definitely holding his own against the bigger fighter. Kit hasn't been able to keep that pace that he had the second round that was able to really win a real clear win of a round. Now Kit starting to do some work in the corner. Goose smartly dancing out to the left.
Kit looks much bigger, doesn't he?
He's a bigger guy. But he's only been able to take advantage of that size difference, Bone Crusher, in the second round. I think I'm going to give that round to the Goose on my unofficial scorecard. I gave rounds 1 and 3 to the Goose, rounds 2 to Kit. A very close fight, still anybody's fight. Here in Charlotte, North Carolina, there you see the family man, Marcus Goose Jackson, getting his in-between round adjustments from Coach G, also having his face tended to. It looked like the nose was bleeding there a bit. Yeah, and he is definitely getting cleaned up. Now getting his in-between rounds adjustment from Coach G emphatically. Good fight here at junior middleweight. going to take a look, if we can, at Eric Kitt's eye. It was opened up in the second round, but the fight doctor in Kitt's round doing a really good job, his cornerman rather, doing a really good job of closing up that cut here in the final round. It's not going to be an issue.
Final round.
Could have gone either way there. That cut was pretty open wide. Good job there by Kenneth Davis's corner.
Yeah.
Working the action here, coming in towards our position here at the dais, tying up. You see Kitt now trying to stalk Goose, both men here, both of these junior middleweights have been trying to impose their will, but it's a very close fight, closely matched. It's been an ebb and flow fight here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Goose wanted that right hand, boy. He stepped into it.
Goose a little bit weary, tired.
The referee had a word of warning to Goose. Pitter patter inside, and now trying to get a little distance. Kitt trying to get a little distance, trying to time that right hand. He's working on the inside now. Both of these fighters working on the inside. There's the distance Kitt wants. Kitt wants to keep Goose up against the corner, wants to work those hands. Let the left hand go, let the right hand go. Good job of smothering there from the Goose. He can sense that Kitt's trying to really close out this round. He's dancing, he's smothering. He's kind of in survival mode right now. Kitt trying to dig down that last bit here towards the end of the fight. There is no guarantee for either one of these junior middleweights who's going to win this fight. This could be anybody's fight. Both of these guys digging down. This is where the champions are made. Last minute of the fight. Kitt trying to keep that undefeated record intact. Again, the second warning. Kitt now stalking Goose, wants some distance, dancing out, right back on the Goose again. Goose is on his bike now. Goose is on his bicycle. Stepping into that right again. It's a great punch, but you can't be going with just one punch. You've got to put some combinations together. 10 seconds to go in the fight. Be a good close out the fight hard from one of these fighters. Try to steal the round. And the fight is over. Tough one to score. Very tough fight to score. I'd definitely give that last round to Kitt. Boy, this one is razor thin. Our judges tonight, Barry Lindemann, Kathy Leonard, and Valerie Dorset. This is our first fight of the evening that's going to the judges' cards. This one will be interesting. Quick break. When we return, it's the decision. Stay with us.
think pulled it out?
I got it. I got this fight dead even, Bone Crush.
Wow.
I really do. 38-38.
After 4 rounds of
I like the red corner.
non-stop action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the red corner, Eric Tin Man Kia.
Yeah.
You are watching Carolina Brawl 3 Night of Champions. I'm Jay Adams alongside the champ, James Bone Crusher Smith. Right now entering the arena, Alejandro Miguel Cruz. Originally out of Puerto Rico, you can see him with the flag draped over his shoulders, giving love to his audience right now, saying, I will win this fight. He looks confident. Miguel Cruz, undefeated, 7-0 as a pro, 68-13 as an amateur. This fight will be at welterweight. More love to his fans at home. He's 24 years old, 5'11", holds a couple of titles as well. He is the Florida State champ, also the national champion of Puerto Rico. So you can see why he's flying that flag so proudly. He says, yes, indeed, Jay, I will be representing Aguada and Juana Paz and Rio Grande, Puerto Rico tonight. And he has a lot of his fans in the audience here in Charlotte. You can hear that. A lot of fans here in attendance from Puerto Rico and perhaps from Florida as well. Not too far of a drive. And here is his opponent stepping into the arena now, Eli Lightning Addison. He also stands 5'11", weighed in at the weigh-ins at 148 pounds. He's 28 years old, 11-3 as a pro, 12-2 as an amateur. So both of these welterweights with great records. He's originally from Winston-Salem, now fighting out of Charlotte, and hearing it from the Charlotte fans right now. Fighting under the tutelage of James Presley, and he'll be cornered tonight by Stoney Wilson. Says he is in the top 50 right now, and he fought Timothy Bradley in the WBC. So he's faced some good opponents, has a good record. Boxing is his life. Feels very confident stepping into the ring with Miguel Cruz. He knows Miguel Cruz is tough. He knows it's going to be a big challenge, but he feels confident in his ability to win this fight. And there you see, not too much love right there.
That's right, fight fans. 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man weighed in officially at 148 pounds and has a perfect record of 7 wins, no defeats, 6 coming by way of the knockout. He is from Araguando, Puerto Rico, Miguel Alejandro Cruz. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This young man weighed in officially at 148 pounds. His professional record is 11 wins, 3 defeats, and 6 wins coming by way of the knockout. He is fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Eli Lightning Addison.
This is going to be a good fight, Bone Crusher. There's 2 real good fighters in there at welterweight. Miguel Cruz undefeated, 7-0 as a pro, 68-13 as an amateur. And Eli Addison, 11-3 as a pro, 12-2 as an AMI. Both these guys, outstanding records. Both these guys fast. They know how to slip a punch. These guys are very disciplined boxers. We're in for a very good match here. Miguel Cruz in the blue and white trunks. Eli Addison in the black and red. Here we go, scheduled for 6 rounds.
Very disciplined, very trained, skilled. It's going to be a good fight.
You'll see the speed, you'll see the sharpness, you'll see how quickly these guys get in and out. You'll see the fast hands. This, in the weight division, it doesn't hurt either. Down to welterweight, you can get some real lean guys in there.
Good jab to the body.
Eli Addison fighting out of Winston-Salem. I believe it's pronounced Dime, or maybe Dime Boxing, under James Presley. Cornered tonight by Stoney Wilson. Good height for the welterweight, almost closing in on 6 feet. Miguel Cruz, same thing. Heights negate at 5'11" for each one of these welterweights. Cruz wanted that right hand. Cruz fighting under the tutelage of O'Neal Watson. Originally from... Oh, he drops Addison. Beautiful combination on the button.
The thing about it is they were throwing at each other the same punches. And he got caught.
Punch out.
Wow, Cruz kind of stalking Addison now.
But I like the way they're blocking shots and slipping shots.
They both weighed in at 148 at the weigh-in, so it may look like Cruz is just a little bit bigger. It's just a distribution of weight issue.
And Jay, if you notice, both guys' hands are in position to punch at all times.
Good point, good point. This is a more disciplined, more skilled set of fighters here in the ring.
And it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you're coming more alive now. I can hear now all of a sudden, Bone Crusher's starting to speak a little bit.
Well, this
you're
is
waiting
more,
for some boxers to come into the ring.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
This is more, my style and what I'm used to seeing.
Right on. And all props to the earlier guys. They deserve total respect for getting into the ring, and you got to start somewhere. You can't just come in and be good. They're very, very early in their careers. and very brave to do what they do. But you're right, the level has upped here.
But the competition is, you can tell the guys are very well schooled and trained and prepared. Both guys.
As we said, Miguel Cruz fighting under the tutelage of O'Neal Watson, and also happens to be the national champion of Puerto Rico and a Florida State champ as well. So you know that Cruz has been in with some of the best. He's got a 68-13 amateur record. A lot of those fights, obviously, in Puerto Rico. So they, you know, in the Hispanic culture, they're very, very busy in the AMI fights. Sometimes they fight every month, sometimes every 3 weeks, and they pile up these huge amateur records. So they come in with all kinds of experience.
Yeah.
Round number 2, obviously the first round going to Cruz with the 10-8 round. Eli Addison sporting the Adonis body. This is the kind of shredding that is about 99.9% of the rest of the planet will never get. Looking to use that svelte body to increase his speed. You know, this guy has just no body fat on him at all. And that's probably a little bit of the reason why Miguel Cruz looks a little bit bigger in there. Just a little smoother. It's just different weight distribution. Good, crisp boxing right now. James Bone Crusher Smith sitting on the edge of his seat now for the first time tonight.
Well, you know, I recognize two guys that is properly trained and in tremendous condition. And they're prepared. They're not huffing and puffing and when they throw their shots.
Eli Addison says he's in the top 50 in the U.S. He fought Timothy Bradley of the WBC. Says the best moment in boxing hasn't happened yet, but it might happen tonight. He wants to retire as champ. Eli Addison, very coachable. His principal trainer James Presley says he knows that he can always get better. He can always improve, always get faster, always working on his speed. Did a good job of shucking those punches right up to the end. Got caught on the way out. Oh, caught with that right. That straight right rocked him, snapping his head back. And now working him in the corner is Cruz. Cruz is very dangerous in the corner. His really good combinations, good body work. Oh, nice right hand there from Addison.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go in the round.
Time.
Good round. How'd you score that round, champ?
That's almost even. I like that. Well, how about you?
That was really close round.
Close round.
Yep. I have to chew on it for a while.
Well, you know, what I noticed about this, again, these guys are properly trained. They're in tremendous condition. They're not huffing and puffing, and their hands are always in position to punch and slip and punch. And come back. If you notice, they come back with that left hook. And that tells you that they are properly trained.
Miguel says, tonight I represent Aguada, Juana Paz, and Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. That is, he is fighting to represent those areas of Puerto Rico.
Fighters up, seconds out.
Came in with the Puerto Rican flag on his back.
You mistook him for Captain America initially. Round number 3.
I was just joking.
This fight scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. A much closer second round than the first.
Same left hook. They
Yep.
both got caught.
Addison doing a good job of fighting off the ropes there, but he's in a little bit of trouble. He's got to stay off those ropes. Cruz is dangerous.
If you notice, this is a evenly matched fight.
Oh, it's down to the canvas, caught by the left. For some reason, Addison had his hands down. Not sure why his hands were down, but he is in trouble.
9, 10, he's out.
And it is over. Miguel Cruz taking out Eli Addison. Holy smokes.
But there was some confusion at the end of that fight. I don't know if the referee had called break or what, but there was confusion. There was stoppage there.
I think, yeah, you're right. I think Addison thought that the referee had said break.
But, yeah.
He hadn't said anything.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe we get clarification now.
Yeah, we get clarification. We can ask if that's what he thought happened. But Addison put his hands down.
Right.
And Cruz took advantage of it.
And hit him in
and
the
you know
shot.
the adage, protect yourself at all times.
That's right. But I thought he was winning the fight anyway.
He was winning the fight anyway. He was winning the fight anyway. So, I mean, you got a 10-8 first round, and a strong argument can be made that he won the second round. He's winning the fight anyway.
His punches look a little bit more sharper and crisper and a little more experienced.
Here we go, Blue. Here we go, Red.
Hit that restaurant. Let's go hit that restaurant. Let's go hit the restaurant. Pull me out.
Let's go, guys.
At 1 minute, 21 seconds of the third round, referee Donnie Jessup puts a stop to this fight by technical knockout. Your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, Miguel Alejandro Cruz.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Miguel Cruz. Miguel Cruz, my goodness, did you look good in that fight. There's a reason you're undefeated. There's a reason you're the national champ, Puerto Rican champ. You just look so sharp in there, working him up against the ropes, dropping him in the first, and then dropping him there in the third. Now, it looked like a little bit of confusion there. Like he may have put his hands down, like maybe he thought the ref said break, but I don't think he did. Well, you can clarify that, but you're supposed to protect yourself at all times, so that's not your bad. But great job in there, Miguel.
I just want to thank God, first of all. I want to thank everybody in North Carolina, and I want to thank Roy Jones for giving us the opportunity to come out here and show our skills. I want to say hi to my family in Aguada, Puerto Rico. I love you guys. My mother, her birthday was yesterday. My uncle's birthday is tomorrow, and my grandfather, who died exactly 1 year ago, I dedicate this fight to him. Honestly, yes, it is protect yourself at all times. I caught him with a good shot. In the first round, I felt like I was dominating the pace. He's a great boxer. He moved very well, and I knew he was going to move well because he's been in the ring with Timothy Bradley and a lot of great fighters. But I just want to come out and show that I can be one of those great fighters as well. And I think I put on a show tonight, and I want to thank everybody out who came out and showed support. And thank you to Al Heyman as well.
You put on a show, Miguel. That was a boxing clinic. It was great to watch. Addison was great too. It was a real treat to watch such high-level boxing.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I want to thank Mike. I want to thank Anthony for making this show possible, and I want to thank you as well and everybody who came out to show love. And the good things are left to come, and hopefully this is just the beginning.
Class act one more time for Miguel Cruz.
Not a lot of time left. It was a great night of fights. Earlier tonight, Malik, it's freezer time. Hawkins with the left hand. Way too much for Joseph McDonald. McDonald overmatched from the start. He takes a seat right here. It wouldn't be the last time he takes a seat in this fight.
and you can see the frustration. Joseph McDonald, his first time stepping into the ring, 29 years old, it may be his last time stepping in the ring. More Malik Hawkins with the combinations, the bolo punch. How many times do you see that in a fight unless a combatant is very confident? More combinations. This combination would send McDonald down as well, the left and the right. And McDonald forced to turtle up into the corner. The ref sends Malik back to the neutral corner. More combinations, this time a glute punch. Stops the fight. A punch to the glute. How many times do you see that? Malik Hawkins with the easy win. A much closer fight at junior middleweight between Marcus the Goose Jackson and Eric Kitt. Kitt in the white trunks, Jackson in the red trunks with white trim. There you see Kitt working the body. He did that for the entire fight quite smartly. He was the bigger of the two fighters. Goose was game though, and he brought it to Kitt. And I'm not sure Kitt was ready for the initial energy that Goose brought him. We had Goose winning the first and third rounds and Kitt winning the second and fourth rounds in this junior middleweight fight. There you see Kitt again working the body and the right just missing there. Goose had to deal with that power all night long. Eric Kitt was very, very strong. Here you see him working Goose up against the ropes, working the body. Kitt, the undefeated fighter, 10-2 as an amateur, 4-0 as a pro, and you see him defending that O very vigorously here at junior middleweight. He remains undefeated. Miguel Cruz sitting Eli Addison down in the first round for a 10-8 first round. More punishment early on in the opener from Cruz. It was a closer second round for Addison. He started fighting his way out of trouble situations. Here you see Cruz with Addison up against the ropes. Later on, though, in the second round, Addison would start fighting off the ropes, but Cruz still bringing it. The heavy body work is what really paid off for Alejandro. And the Puerto Rican native takes it right there. You see, there was where Addison started fighting back. This ended up being a controversial fight because if you do watch the replay, the referee did tell the fighters to stop. Cruz had shoved Addison's head down, and the ref had told them to stop, and that's when Cruz punched Addison. Now, of course, the old adage, there it is right there, protect yourself at all times. However, the ref did tell them to stop. Controversial win for Alejandro Miguel Cruz.
Well, it was a great time. I want to thank you personally, champ. You've been in with the best, heavyweight champion of the world, James Bone Crusher Smith. Thank you for joining me.
Well, it was my pleasure. I enjoyed it. Sure did.
Great night of fights. I also want to thank Money Mike Promotions and, of course, Carolina Brawl. I'm Jay Adams. We'll see you next time on the United Fight Alliance Network.